Hello and welcome to the channel. Today we have a little update. I'm going to do an unboxing and planting video. This is a white Shahtoot mulberry that I've just got from Ross Creek Tropicals, otherwise known as the King White Mulberry. It's known for its long, sweet, honey-like fruit. The name Shahtoot actually comes from the Persian meaning king of mulberries. When I was at Bunnings, I also got this capsicum, which is a striped variegated capsicum. So that's today's jobs. This is what the mulberries look like. So when I'm repotting the trees, I use a premium potting mix and add some perlite as well. And then in the bottom of the pot, before I fill it to the top, I just put a heap more perlite in there to really make sure that the bottom of the pot can drain freely, and add a bit of sand as well. That just helps prevent any chance of the bottom of the roots getting waterlogged. I'm just going to cut the plastic ties and remove the stake. We don't want to damage the tree anyhow with the stake rattling around as we replant it. And we can restake it after we've potted it up with the bigger stake. What I like to do when I'm planting trees in pots like this is plant the tree a little bit high, and then leave all the way around the outside, away from where the seedling tray pot was, all the way down the outside. I have that a bit lower, and that allows me to put a thicker layer of mulch. It's really important on potted trees to try and keep as much moisture in here as possible, so I like to put at least a 30 to 40mm layer of mulch all the way around the outside, so that's like an inch and a half, 2 inches. When I'm mulching, I like to use this stuff, Hoofland Dung. This is a great Australian product. I'm going to do a video on this sometime soon. It's a mixture of straw, wood chips and biologically activated chicken poo. It's been designed by microbiologists to improve the soil health. A really great product, and I really recommend it. You can find it at your local Bunnings. So I am going to mulch on top of that with some pea straw. The reason for doing that is just because of the lighter colour. I really like to use the Hoofland Dung at the start of spring, and it gives my plants a really good slow release fertiliser that will last throughout the season. But as we're coming into summer and we have the really high temperatures in Melbourne, I really like to use this stuff just because the lighter colour, I feel it reflects the sun a lot more. Between the two, between the Hoofland Dung, I get a slow release fertiliser, and with the pea straw I get a real thick insulating layer to protect the soil. That's so important in Melbourne just because of the climate here. We have days that get into the mid-40s occasionally, and you need to do everything you can to insulate the soil. Today's got a really good soak. So there is a greater plan with this mulberry tree. I already have another mulberry, this black dwarf mulberry here. And this tree isn't a grafted tree. So I'm planning to use this as a rootstock, and I'm going to propagate some cuttings later this year, maybe do some air layers. And then what I'll do is probably the end of summer into autumn, I'll graft the white Shahtoot mulberry onto the dwarf black mulberry I've got, and hopefully that will keep this, well, mean I can have a white Shahtoot that is a bit smaller than the normal mulberry, because these things grow 4 to 6 meters. So if you've seen these online on YouTube, they produce so much fruit, more than any group of people could ever eat. So I'm planning to graft multiple varieties onto a dwarf rootstock, and that should mean we have more than enough mulberries. We have these magpie friends that keep visiting us. I've always said it's best to be friends with magpies rather than enemies, especially in Melbourne as swooping season is about to begin. You never get swooped if you're in with the gang.